Hi, my name is Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man. And today, I'm going to be talking to you all about, if you saw that in the background, laziness with God and how it's not tolerated. I'm going to tell you right now, the biggest curse for people is to be born so close to God that I see this all the time with a lot of people. They'll literally, I see a lot of people be this close to God, like as close as they could possibly be to God on earth, and it's their biggest downfall. It actually leads them straight to hell. Why? How is that the case? It's because, how do I say it like this? The Bible talks about this, actually. You know what? So basically, Israel had the younger generation, basically the older generation, know how to fight. But the younger generation had their fights all taken care of for them, so they got squishy. So God gave them enemies because they really couldn't fight. They were weak and it was dangerous and they were getting conquered. Like, let's just say, for example, with Gideon in the book of Judges. Oh, that music is awful. Get that out of here. Yeah, your demon enchanted songs, lyrics in the background that has stuff in the background with people doing stuff. Talk about that in a different video, but basically, people of God, because there's a very rare kind of person of God, and with some of my students, I do see that. So there is a specific kind of person of God who God will tell them to do something, and they go extra, and that person's rewards are so great. And then there's another type of person of God who literally says, I'll let God do the work, and they don't do anything, and they have stuff promised to them that they can't ever claim in life, because God promises his children greatness, but a whole bunch of his children are lazy, like flat out lazy children. There's not a lot of strong soldiers of God. They know that God's strong and they know God will fight their battles for them, so they don't do anything, and they're a weak warrior. God has a bunch of weak warriors. I'm going to say that right now, and it's not okay. A lot of people have to stop throwing their weight with God. I'm going to give you an example. You know what happens? For example, this is an awesome example. You'll have someone who, let's just say you have someone who makes a lot of money. Multi-millions. And the person near them is just like, they can help, they can contribute, or they're like, whatever, I'm just going to make a mess. I'm just going to make a mess because, I can get away with it because I'm going to throw my weight. You see that with for example, rich families, and this happens with certain schools near, where I went to high school. Not my high school, from way back then, a long time ago, when I was supposedly a kid. But basically, for example, there's kids who have really wealthy parents, and their really wealthy parents will buy them, let's just say really wealthy cars. And these kids wreck their vehicles because they don't care. They'll drive off the road, and they'll do it on purpose because mommy and daddy's going to buy them a new one. Now with Jesus, some people are born tight with Jesus. Some people have to work for it. Like, some people are, I have to say, the people who are born far away from Jesus and end up getting closer to him, or the people who are born with challenges with their relationship with God and then get closer to him, those are his best soldiers. There are people who just, they'll know God asks them something, and they'll be like, I don't feel like it. I really don't. I'll do it later. God I'm not going to say hates. He disdains those people. A form of hatred. God can't hate anyone. Yes, he can, because he's God. He can have every emotion. He can be evil if he wants to. He can be nice if he wants to. But God is good. So, God doesn't care. He'll send that person straight to hell, no matter how much he loves them. He'll let them burn. He'll love them, but he'll love them as they burn. So, there are some lazy people of God who think they're getting to heaven, and they don't get into heaven. God's like, well, you disobeyed. Like, you're just disobedient. Like, I have rules and you have 1,000 warnings, but they're like, well, that little get out of jail card. It's like, that person, for example, and oh Lord, this is a good example. Celebrities do that. A celebrity will be like, well, I'm just gonna, if I go to jail, then someone's gonna bail me out. But they do it a bunch of times. and that celebrity doesn't get out because they've done too many things and they've done something really bad. So I am safely gonna say Jesus needs. I'm not gonna say needs. I'm gonna say he has to have some stronger soldiers. The strongest children of God are the ones who manifest, the ones who take action. And if you're one of those people, I'm gonna push you. You might not like me because of it, but you'll thank me later. And get off your butt and get going. If you really desire something, start manifesting it. God can give you anything he wants, but most of you can't keep it. Not you guys, but most humans. You can't keep it. Like, I see it all the time. I'm going to use one person as an example. They got their dream job, and God straight up gave it to them, but they didn't manifest it. They lost that within a month. Because they didn't manifest it. That's some weak soldiers type stuff. Let's just say that. And this is just reoccurring. If you love your God, give him a legacy. Give your God a legacy. Look at the devil. The devil has these children who are cutthroat. They'll literally do anything. They'll backstab someone. How about you do something good? How about you give back or something? Like, get out there and get going. Make your God look good. Give your God a nice reputation. When people see you, they're going to think of God. So if they see you and they see success, they're going to see God and say, okay, God, you made this person successful. And they'll probably talk about God in a more positive context. They'll move people closer to God in a positive way. But how manifestation works is a whole different video. You can manifest for about 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a month and a half, and you might not see one thing happen. And everything happens at once. And what happens with people is what happens with people is they get really comfortable and they get lazy again. So you can't get lazy with God. You're getting lazy with yourself. So the one thing I might have to make a video about this alone. People don't know how to manifest. It took me many years to learn how to manifest through Jesus. It is an activity. It is spiritual work. And the thing is, it will exhaust you, but you'll come back with new blessings. It will drive you nuts, but you'll come back with new blessings. You'll do it, you'll feel like giving up, and it just comes all at once. That's how it works, because everything you manifest is on a back order. If you are someone who manifests day one and you give up after you manifest for not even an hour, that's a loser mentality. The thing is, you see these people at the very top who are through Jesus, their stories are not what you think it is. They talk to you about how they lost 100 times before they won. But they're the only ones who are able to put in that effort. And I'm not talking about working as in working with your hands. Work with your mind. Change your mind. Change your beliefs. So, and I will be on top of people. For my mentoring students, they do very well. They do very well. And they sometimes, like, right before their victory comes, they feel like giving up. A whole bunch of them will be like, I don't see anything. And then, boom. They see an incredible amount of abundance, and I'm smelling perfume as I say that. I've helped people find their soulmate like that, because you have to align your mind. I help people. It's only through Jesus. He gets all the credit. He gets all the glory. I just hook you guys up to Jesus. It's like a plug, into a wall, an outlet. He is the powerhouse, but you guys have to stick your entire being into the powerhouse, which is Jesus. So, the thing is, your blessing can come to you if you just sit and wait. It actually can, because God will get it to you. But you're going to go through a lot. You'll go through hell unless you're ready to make yourself a heaven on earth. So, what else are you supposed to be doing? I'm going to give you a little secret. It's not a secret. I made a video about it a while ago. Audios, visualizations, manifestation exercises. Put yourself in that reality. If you're not visualizing, then how can you be somewhere you don't even see yourself in? Does that make sense to you? You want God to see it for you? No, I shall not want. So, and yeah, this is more of an aggressive video because people have to get going. I will tell someone to do something, I mean, it's usually the people who don't have a custom necklace for me. I'll be like, you gotta do this activity. They won't do it. They don't have the determination or drive. I mean, I'm very strict on students who don't listen. Because Jesus loves them. So do I. And I will wake someone up. Like, wake up. You want these... Some people don't deserve the blessings because they don't really want them that badly. You really want some... I mean, you shall not want. If you really desire it, want's a bad word. And Psalm 23 says, I shall not want. You really desire it, but you're not putting any effort towards it. You sound like you don't desire it. Sounds like you have no fire in it. Like, no fire, no desire equals a fallen empire. So you really have to put in some spiritual work. And that's just, you gotta manifest with your mind. That's what you gotta give all your mind to it. Certain things you have to do is, I mean, a lot of you will have to go into complete isolation to find out who you are, to find out who yourself is. So you can, that's the thing, you can go in an hour in silence, but you go into prayer, you talk to Jesus. And the thing is, Jesus will back you, but if you're expecting him to do all the work for you, you're not going to be very happy, or you're going to wait a long time. You do it, you put in all the work, you won't have to wait that long. And I'm telling you, when you manifest something full-fledged through Jesus, of course it's in God's divine timing, but it happens like that, like a snap, like a flick of the eye. It's very fast. So, and there's certain, let's just say, I'll talk about this right now. I did this back then. I remember I had a goal when I was younger. Let's just say I was doing something, and I was working on a very particular project. I'm like, okay, my goal is to sell this out. And my stock was very high on what I had. Let's just say it was in oil. And I sold so many of them, it freaked me out. I'm like, and I actually aimed for that. It happened within a month. I'm like, so many of it sold. I mean, the first 3 weeks, I didn't really see much of anything. And then it happened all at once, and it was freaky. I'm like, it wasn't what I liked. That's the thing. Because you manifest stuff all the time, and I'm like, okay, I had so many different orders on that one oil, and I was unable to keep up with the orders because there were so much. And I had to remake the oil. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts, but it's exactly what I manifested. You guys get what you manifest regardless. If you're lazy and you're manifesting that you want something, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna teach you a trick. Say the word want. Just say the word want and feel your hand. It probably gets heavy. Say the word need, feel your hand. It probably gets heavier. Say the word I have, and you say I have a lot, and it gets lighter. It's because you're weighing yourself down with all these wants and needs. Stop wanting and needing stuff from God. He literally said, I shall not want. Make God look good. Make your God look good. Jesus Christ, the Most High God, has to have some stronger soldiers. And this video might make people uncomfortable. Good. You shouldn't be comfortable watching this video. You sitting at the couch. The thing is, you can sit at the couch at home, or you can not change if you'd like, or you can sit on your couch, do some visualization, do manifestation. The second part of that is people aren't consistent. You want God to be you desire, rebuke want, rebuke need. A lot of people are wanting, so it's not actually wrong. So I'm switching it out for you guys. You guys desire God to do all this work for you. How about you put in your portion and it becomes very easy because he helps you? And this is, the thing is, I'm not talking down about God's children, but it's a fact. There are so many of his children that are just weak and squishy. The Bible did talk about the new generations becoming weak and squishy. Do not be one of those weak and squishy ones. If your father is a great warrior, and you come out with a floaty from a pool, and everyone sees that floaty, and everyone sees you don't have armor and you can't fight, you are an embarrassment. Well, that's actually stories in the Bible too. I'm actually using direct stories from the Bible. So you embarrass your clan. But we're in a different time period, so it's nice and easy. Be the difference. It doesn't take longer than a month to manifest a lot of what you guys desire. It really doesn't. It's very fast, but most people can't focus. If you focused on it every day for 31 days and made that your full-time job, you'd have whatever you desire. But people can't do that. You know the fastest way to become rich and wealthy? I'm going to tell you that right now. You really want to know the fastest way to become rich and wealthy? You know what? You can do it for 30 minutes if you like. 7 minutes, 3 times a day. You close your eyes, you pray, and then you say, I am rich and I am wealthy. 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 You say that 7 times. For 7 minutes, 3 times a day, for 31 days at the same time, you're going to have new levels of money. But most people can't do that. Most people can't keep up with that. They want stuff from God, but they want when you're supposed to desire and put in the work, but they're not actually doing it. Don't throw your weight with God. Don't get lazy with God and expect God to give you back. Put your effort in. For real. Wake up. And there's probably 1% of the people in this video will do that exercise. It sucks. That exercise sucks, but it works. It works. So if you have any questions, ask in the comment section. No one said it would be easy. God never said that He never promised it would be easy, but He said He'd get you there. So put yourself in a position to get yourself there. God bless all of you. Become a strong warrior for Jesus. Represent our Maker properly. Ciao.